Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss. And today's bike vlog, I want to talk about having a calorie deficit 6 out of the 7 days. Now, if you've been following for a while, you probably know I haven't uploaded in like 2, maybe 3 weeks. And you know, life's just been going crazy. My work schedule changed a little bit and I've just been catching up on things. But you know, one thing that I haven't faltered on, that calorie deficit, baby. You remember those couple months I was talking about stuck in that 227, 230, 222 and just going back and forth in that range? And I talked about it and there was videos and you could see there was no real change. But if you go look at videos from 2 months ago to now, I'm down 20 pounds in those 2 months. And that's not to say, you know, that is realistic. I say if you're losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, that is great. If you're losing 5 pounds a month, that is healthy weight loss. It's not going to be fast. It's going to take time, especially, you know, in the beginning you'll lose the water weight, but it takes time to really get into the flow and to really see the results. And consistency, you know, you have to maintain the consistency. Sorry, the fucking light keeps sliding, but, and, you know, especially these last 2 months, all I've been doing, you know, for most of the journey, I found that 1800 was like that sweet spot. Consume 1800 calories, and just with the bike, the weights, and just going to work, I would burn off enough to lose weight. Now, the last 2 months, I've really gone extreme with it, restricted my calories by a lot more, but 6 out of the 7 days, that's all I'm doing, is restricting those calories. Yo, last Saturday, and I don't say this as something I'm proud of, it's actually like, I'm not proud of it, I'm ashamed. Last Saturday, I probably ate 2,000 calories of just ice cream. I had food, but I was just it was my cheat day and I was just consuming. And I really don't recommend going too crazy on those cheat days, but I have some pretty gnarly fucking cheat days. And sometimes it will hinder me. And if I didn't do that, I'd probably be even lower right now. I'd probably be under 206, closer to my goal. You know, I want to be 180, 185. I'm 5'11", that's what my BMI says, and I've never been that, and I just want to see what it's like. But that being said, you know, I feel like the cheat days are so important to not lose your mind. You know, you have that one day you're looking forward to where, you know, you can indulge. Go have some fucking McDonald's. You know, I haven't had fast food since we went to Lake Tahoe for my birthday, which probably a month ago, you know, and before that it was months. And it was a convenience thing. We're out there, but I'll have a fast food on my cheat day. Lately, you know, I've been going over to my mom's house. She's been cooking. It's been great. So I really haven't had any of the fast food, because I'm telling you, you know, when I say that 6 out of the 7 days you want to be in the calorie deficit, you still, you know, it's easier to eat clean and eat healthy and it's easier to restrict those calories when you're eating nutrient-dense foods. And that's why I preach so hard of cooking your own meals, or at least factor HelloFresh, real food, fruits, vegetables, meat, you know, carbs. Fast food is so processed. Frozen foods, heating up fucking Hot Pockets and shit. You know, that's the diet we had when we were young. And as an adult, you're not getting the nutrients you need to heat up a Hot Pocket. Yeah, you might get full, but what's gonna happen is you heat up that Hot Pocket, you eat a Hot Pocket, 2 or 3 hours later, you're gonna be fucking hungry. If you ate a steak, if you ate some chicken and rice, if you ate something delicious. When I say chicken and rice, I'm not talking about that bullshit you see bodybuilders eat. You can eat breaded chicken that's fried in an air fryer. There's so many ways you can have a fun, delicious, variety-filled diet and it still be healthy. But for that to come in play, it sometimes will be expensive, especially fruits, vegetables, meat. but it is so much more worth it for your health in the long run to prepare your own food, cook your own meals, control the full aspect of your diet. By controlling what you're making, you know how much butter, oil, salt, ketchup, mayonnaise, you know how much of that stuff is in there. Because you go out, you buy some food, you eat something someone else prepares, you don't know what they used, how much, and it matters. Those extra tablespoons of butter, soy sauce, ketchup, over time, if you add that every fucking day, that's extra calories that you're just fucking having to burn off. You know, I like ketchup. I get the no added sugar Heinz. It's like 10 or 15 calories a serving. And I'll probably do a good 3 or 4 servings when I'm eating my burgers. It's the only time I really, and the eggs in the morning. But the eggs in the morning, I probably either do the serving size or 2 serving sizes of that. But just being conscious of the condiments, the drinks, you would be baffled to see how much calories drinks are. Sodas, coffees, teas, juice, just some fucking juice. Coconut water. You gotta be careful. It's like, oh, let me grab some coconut water for hydration. That's 140 fucking calories for hydration. No! You can get 0 sugar Gatorade, low calorie Gatorade. I stopped using the low calorie Gatorade because I don't like the dyes. So I use Propel now as my hydration drink. 0 sugar Propel. Shit, you're gonna hydrate yourself. Why are you gonna add calories? You can get sodium, potassium, electrolytes, all of those things to hydrate yourself, and you don't need fucking calories to do it. So, you know, when I'm saying that the 6 days you be in your calorie deficit, you have to set yourself up for that. Buying the right foods, tracking your calories, and, you know, as tedious and as silly as it can sound, you know, meal prepping. If you pay attention, I was talking about my schedule changing at work. You know, I was working night shift for fucking many years. Well, they need me on day shift for a little while, and I want to eat clean. I can't be fucking cooking my steak at work, so I wake up early. I go to work at a certain time. I wake up very early so I can sit here and do this. I can fucking get my workout in, get that cardio in, because this is a must. And then I already have the oven. I will go and heat up the oven, get my cast iron skillet ready, and I'll make my steak. And you know, I like my steaks pretty rare. So after I make the steak, I cut it up into little cubes, put it in a bag, make my potatoes, asparagus, carrots, bag it all up, take it to work. Heat it up, maybe 20 seconds, 25 seconds, just to get it warm or hot. Burgers, cooking burgers. What I'm trying to say, I'm going on this fucking silly tangent. What I'm saying is that if you put in the time and the effort, and it's not, oh, how can I do this? No, if you can fucking sit down and watch TV for 4 or 5 hours, if you can sit there and play video games for 2 or 3 hours, if you have any extra time, you can make the time to meal prep, to make the time to cook. The idea of the meal prepping too is so you're not cooking sometimes I'll have a meal that I cook, and that's 2 days right there. And there's that one day where I can do extra things. And that's the idea, is it's not just about the calorie deficit or the 6 days, but making a plan and setting yourself up for success. But I'm done rambling for now. Hope you guys start your weight loss journey and stay positive, guys.